Hi ladies, it's Sadie here. I am going to be talking to you now about probably the most amazing thing you're going to be using with your business. I think it is a magical tool Senegence has created with helping organize and track your downline. So my biggest piece of advice to you as a new distributor would be to learn the dashboard program now before you get a huge team and get lost. Learn everything you can about the program, and as your team starts to build, you'll know how to track their momentum and their progress. So this dashboard program I use on a daily basis. I honestly probably get on it 10 times a day. So I want you to know how to use it so you guys can be using it to your advantage as well to help with recognitions, rank increases, everything to help you be a good team leader. So we're gonna go ahead and turn to the screen. Now we will have already got to our dashboard. When you guys log into the back office, to get into the dashboard would be the pink box on the left-hand side of the back office screen that will say Distributor Dashboard. And once you get into the Distributor Dashboard, this is what is pulled up. So we're gonna kind of break down what everything is. In this first box here, it says My Account. This is going over your distributor number, your information. It goes over your current rank and the next rank that you're due for. And then it goes over your personal sales and your group sales. So what you've done personally in the year and what your team has done for the year. The next box over, it goes over your distributor recognition ranks. So it will tell you how many people you have on your team, and then it will tell you how many people you have at each rank. So that way you can keep track. If you're wanting to, message your team members as they're ranking up, you can go and see, oh, I need to see what new maidens I have. Click maiden and it will bring up every maiden on your team. So that kind of tracks that for you there. The next page is contests and awards. We will have a separate video going over this information. I just wanted to show you where to navigate it all. If you want to learn more about the Senestar trip, Lips trip, Senecar, Senesales, this is where you're going to learn about it. But again, I will go in more depth with this on a separate video. The next box is top distributors. This is the top 5 distributors of sales on my whole entire organization. When you are Countess and below, yours will only show you the top 5 of your first line. Once you're Countess and you signed the management's contract, it changes to where your top 5 will be of your whole organization. So these are the girls that have placed the highest PV orders for the current month. Now the thing right below is the downline comparison. This is a graph that shows you how your team has done in months past and currently. So it gives you each month and it shows you how much PV they did for the month. So it kind of gives you a graph to make sure that you're constantly watching for growth. So that's why that's there. If you have a little dip, you can kind of see, try to figure out what happened that month. So now we're gonna direct our eyes to the left-hand side of the screen. And over to the left, you have this little side panel of button options. The first one is obviously the home page, which we've already gone over. The second one down is account detail. When you click on account detail, sorry, it might take a second to pull up, this gives you all of the information for you personally. So it gives you your distributor information, when you signed up, your phone number, who your sponsor is, who your crown princess is. So this is where you can come to learn all the details about yourself. Then here you have all these little tabs. What these tabs are good for are if you click and say you're trying to reach a contest or a trip, and it's based on the seminar year and certain months that you have to place orders. This will pull up and it will show you the months in a seminar year. So it starts from April and it goes to March. So it tracks how much PV you had in each of those months. Now the other tab that you're going to use that's really nice is the order history. So this brings up all of your order history. It brings up how much you've spent, when you ordered it. You could click on that order number and it would pull up that order form for you if you needed to print it out. So that's really nice that it tracks that all for you. The next and last tab is called Inner Circle Quartz. I will have a separate video on Inner Circle Quartz explaining what they are and how to qualify for them. But once you understand what they are, if you want to track your progress, this is where you're going to track it. So this is tracking your personal sales quart. So it tells you the number that you need to reach and where you're at. Group sales quart, it tells you what you need, the number needed to reach to hit inner circle sales quart and where you're at, as well as sponsor quart. So it would say you need 20 new distributors to reach that inner circle quart, and it will tell you how many you have currently. So again, we're not going to get into detail on what the inner circle quarts are right now. I just wanted to show you how to navigate. The next thing down is the rank summary. The rank summary is the page that I use most frequently. This is how to track when you are going to be ranking next. So what this does is it tells you your next seminar rank. So it's telling me my next rank is Ruby Crown Princess. If you were Royal in Waiting and you were going for Royal, it would say Royal right here. What it says down here next is right here under goal, it would tell you what you need to meet to hit that requirement. So to hit those requirements, you obviously need 5 girls with a 300 PV order. So if you hadn't had anyone on your 5th line order yet, it would say 5 first line level girls with a 300 PV order. Then once you have 5 girls and your requirements are met, it would change and say requirements met. So this is how it works all the way down the line. The goal is where it's telling you what you need. And then the current month is where you're tracking how many you have on your month to track your ranking. And then once you hit it, you will see requirements met. So as you're wanting to rank, this is the biggest tool to help you, because say you need to hit lady and you only need 2 more girls on your 2nd line, this is where you can go to track that. Now the other tool here that you're going to be able to use is this current month 300 plus PV. This is everyone in your organization that has placed a 300 PV order. So this is where you can go to track ranking, which we're going to go into a little bit more in depth on another video, but you can see here, this is everyone who's placed a 300 PV order. The next tab here is current month 0 to 299 PV. If you click on that, that's every distributor that has less than 300 PV. So maybe if you're noticing here to the right that they're placing smaller orders, but maybe they're around 150 PV, you may know that you may need to reach out to that girl. She may not understand the importance of placing a 300 PV order. So we want to make sure that we're coaching our girls and watching these numbers as well. The next tab on the left is Downline Management. I don't really use that one a whole lot, and I actually don't think it's set up, so we're going to go ahead and skip that one and go down to Activity Management. Activity Management is huge. The main buttons that you're going to be using are right here, this distributor organization chart. This breaks up your organization almost into like a little family tree. So you will have your first line girls, 2nd line girls, broken all the way down to your 5th line girls. So then it kind of breaks them out into each little leg. So you can kind of see what legs are the biggest, maybe what legs need a little bit of help. And if you click on a person, it zooms in. So this will show me Shaylee Davis is on my 1st line, and it will show me all of the girls that are in her 1st line. And then you can see Alyssa here. It kind of breaks up into its own little family tree. That's Alyssa's organization. So you can see that this is just an organization chart. Now, the next one that I use the most is this Downline Activity Manager. You guys can jump on here and learn a little bit about distributor activities and activity by distributor. I'm not going to go through it right now, but you can jump on and learn a little bit about the information on your own. But the one I am going to cover is Downline Activity Manager. This is important to track your downline. This is if you're creating a downline manager paper and you're keeping track of your team, this is where all of that information will come into play. Now there is a color code here that you need to take note. Your 1st line girls will be yellow, 2nd line green, 3rd line blue, 4th line orange, 5th line white. Now then as you're scrolling, you can kind of see what girls are in which lines, and this also breaks up the organization. Now it would show Katea on my 1st line, and then it shows what girls are directly under her are in green, and then what girls are directly under them in blue, and so on and so forth. So it kind of helps track everything for you. This helps when you're trying to help someone rank. So I could look right here and see Caitlin Terry, she's wanting to be maiden. I can see right here, she has 3 people below her. So I'm just helping to make sure that those 3 new people are placing their 300 PV orders to help Caitlin rank. So this is a really good place to kind of keep track of that. Now when someone starts to go red, that means that they're going to be inactive in the next little while. So you need to pay attention that if someone's name goes red, that you're contacting them and letting them know if they don't place a 200 PV order, they will go inactive. So that is essentially it on the Downline Activity Manager. So when you're using your Distributor Dashboard, it really is all in keeping organization with your team, because once your team starts to grow, you will find that it gets really, really hard to track everyone. So this is just really broken it up really nice for you. But if you do go to the Files tab and go to the new distributor packet, there is the form in there that I've created called the Downline Manager, and I'm still keeping track manually of my team until it got too big that I could no longer do that. So, but this dashboard is so beneficial for you as a new team leader. Get to know it now, go through it, jump on it, play around with it. And again, a lot of the things that we went over, I will have separate videos on to give you more information. I just wanted to again show you navigation through the dashboard. Thanks, girls. Have a good day.